Being a salesperson or being an entrepreneur can help you just change the trajectory of your life, probably your next few generations, make you a multi-millionaire and totally change your life all in all. But a lot of people are facing a struggle in being a salesperson or being an entrepreneur simply because they are either focused on the wrong vibe, the wrong reason. They are in it just for the money, and now it's making them work so hard that they can't pay the price enough in order to be a successful salesperson. Or they are in it for the right reasons, but they've got bad education, which is people saying, hey, sales is service, and then you're trying to probably serve your clients in a subjective, subservient way where it's not getting you the results you want. Yes, sales is service, but not in the way you think it is. So I'm going to clear those misconceptions. And if you're struggling in sales or in entrepreneurship, I just want to clear some points. And before that, I want to give you fair warning. Sales is a lifestyle choice. I would like to say that sales is a lifestyle, not a choice. Okay, which basically means you got to be operating at a certain lifestyle, at a certain thinking level. And if you're not operating at that level, then you're not bringing enough energy into the game for it to be a success for you. I want to open up 8 points that master closers have at the energy level, thinking level they are operating at. And I would really like you and invite you to be operating at that level, and you will see a lot of things change. This is not about the knowledge, the information, or the techniques. This is all about at what level you are operating internally. Okay, so let's get started with this video. My name is Dr. Rajat Sinha. I'm a medical doctor turned sales strategist, and through these YouTube videos, I'm sharing whatever I've learned from failing as a salesperson while I was a medical doctor. So I turned around into entrepreneurship very, very early, and I failed for 3 years plus in order to make my first few sales, and I still stuck on. And I've been 25 years in the game. So through these videos, I want to add a lot of value to people who want to be in sales or in entrepreneurship. And if you're finding value from these videos, please subscribe to this channel and hit that bell button so you can watch my videos as soon as they're released. And I would really appreciate that because that helps me rank on the algorithm. Let's get started. Okay, perfect. I have my screen over here, and I'm going to outline the 8 deadly skills of a master closer. So in sales, unless you close, you don't make the money, honey. And you need to have these 8 deadly mindset levels in order to be a master closer. Okay, number one, you need to absolutely love money at a very spiritual level. Okay, and when I say spiritual, it doesn't mean that you need to be a do-gooder. It doesn't mean you need to defend your wanting to be rich. Okay, I want to be rich because I would rather be rich, man, than poor. Very simple. I don't need to defend. I don't need to say, hey, I donate so much money. I want to be able to change the world. I need to serve a lot of people. Yes, all of that comes later. Baseline is I'm into sales and entrepreneurship because I love money, and there is absolutely no reason why I should not love money. More money gives more choices, and people with the most money in the world are making the biggest contributions and other things to society, which is totally separate. But the point is, there is only one life, and if you had a chance at being average versus being rich, hey, why the hell not be rich? This is one thing that really helped me in childhood because I was unabashed and absolutely not defensive about my need and want to be rich. And that was my number one goal in life. I want to be rich. Very, very simple. Now, why I want to be rich? Do I want more control in my life? Do I want more freedom, etc.? All secondary. I want to be rich because there is no reason I need to give anyone. I want to be rich. Just show me how. And that is why I was able to attract in my life other mentors who appreciated that because they were like that. Okay, one of the biggest mentors in my life, who was also my CEO for 12 long years. His name was Gurdeep, and he truly appreciated that. And when he saw me and he saw that unabashed desire, truly absolutely not defending the need or the want to have money, he truly took me under his wing, and he was able to give me his best value and teach me all the deadly things that he had learned along the way. Okay, so that really attracted the right kind of crowd around me, and without which I would not be sitting here in front of you. Okay, very, very important. You need to love money at a very, very deep level for no other reason than more money is good, man. Very simple. Next, you have you need to love people. Okay, you need to love people, which means very, very interesting to me, interacting with different types of people and how they react to money. Because first of all, the first reason I love people is very simple. All the money in the world comes from one place and one place only, and that is somebody's pocket. That's the reason I love people. Very simple. They have money that they might be able to give me. Okay, if if I provide the right solution, if I provide the right service, whatever it is, all the money in the world that I want to earn comes from one place only, somebody's pocket. And that is the only reason I love people, simply because if I'm able to serve them, if I'm able to love them, add value to their lives, they're going to take that money from out of their pocket and give it to me. This is very, very important thing that people don't understand. Okay, so a lot of people are working on abstract ideas, abstract useless concepts that in their mind are very valuable because, hey, I think this is useful. No, the first thing you need to do is to be able to provide service to somebody who has the money, and you need to make it very, very tangible for them, especially if you're in an industry which where you're probably, let's say, selling commissionable products, or you're into coaching, consulting, trainer, author, speaker, something like that. A lot of these industries have gone a little more warped in order to kind of make their products seem like something other than what they are or what they should be. It's very, very simple. Even if you're a coach, consultant, trainer, author, speaker, you need to love people, provide the service, and make it tangible so that they can pay you money. Very simple. Okay, you cannot be bigger, higher, or something like that. Okay, you cannot be intangible. You cannot be too much in the air in your head about intangible. Whatever you do has to be super tangible. Okay, very simple. Okay, similarly, if you're into financial planning, if you're selling health products, it has to be tangible. Have what is the exact benefit a person is getting, and how do they quantify it? That's what they're going to pay you money for. Very simple. Okay, so you need to love people. You need to be very, very tuned into their needs. You need to be very tuned into their needs. You need to understand how they think. What are they afraid of? What are the things that make them sit up, take notice? What are the other things that they're spending money for? What are the other things they're spending money for that they don't need? Because that money can belong to you if you can realign their expectations, you can realign their dreams and things like that. Okay, very, very important. I love people at the very, very deepest level because it fascinates me how people react towards money. Okay, a lot of people have a lot of fear towards money. I also had that earlier, and a lot of people think that money is some weird thing that they need to qualify for, and all of that is wrong. And I love watching that in people. Also, one of the things I love doing is I love raising their vibration towards money, and that is the first value that I provide to everybody. In fact, if you're watching this video, that's the first value I would like to provide to you. When I meet people for sales calls, I'm meeting them for free. In my mind, I still have to provide value as if they had already paid me. And the one thing I do is I just raise their vibration towards money. And that's why I get to be a sales coach and sales strategist today. Okay, very simple. Let's go to the next one. Energy. Energy, baby. Listen, money flows towards higher energy. Okay, so if you're in a sales interaction, or whether you're in your profession, whether you're coming to work daily or whatever it is, you need to be at a very high energy level. Okay, it hurts me, and to a very, very large extent, I would say it disgusts me when I see people gravitating towards, hey, I need to do a side hustle, I need to make more money, I joined this networking company, I joined the financial planning, etc. And okay, great, you want to make it big, that is amazing, you want to better your life, I truly respect you for that. You want to do a side hustle in addition to your job or whatever it is, lovely. How many hours are you going to put into this profession that you want to have fulfill your dreams and change the trajectory of your life? And people say, well, 2 hours a week or 6 hours a week or whatever it is, some ridiculously low number. You got to be bringing more higher energy to the game than that, my friend. Okay, salespeople and entrepreneurs get sales and make changes and become leaders simply because they're operating at a momentum level where other people who see them and meet them want to be like them. That is the number one reason your product will sell. That you're operating at an energy level and momentum level that other people want to be like you. It is not about the product that you represent. Okay, so you gotta bring that energy to the game. Okay, the salespeople and entrepreneurs are the movers and shakers of this planet, and they always have been, and they always will be. They are the people who are advancing mankind. Okay, so you gotta just imbibe that identity inside you and operate at that level. All right, next. Engagement. What is engagement? Okay, of course I do love people at a heart level and all of that, and it fascinates me. But when I'm sitting in front of somebody, in addition to the fact that yes, we may be doing some business, they may be paying me some money later, etc., all of that is separate. When I'm sitting in front of them, in front of somebody, I give them the ultimate honor. The ultimate honor is to absolutely be tuned in to what they're saying. What is their life? What is the reason behind the reason they came to meet with you? How have they arrived here? What happened in their childhood? What has their life been? What are their current circumstances? How do they go to work? Who are their kids? Who are their spouse? Who are the people they're surrounded by? I want to know everything. and that is what I call engagement. Now you can have engagement in theoretical, in technical format, because I ask a lot of questions, and then you have engagement with eye contact, especially if you're doing Zoom. I see a lot of people, salespeople, they're doing Zoom selling and then they're watching the screen. You gotta develop 10 eyes on your face. Okay, my two eyes are streaming into the camera right now because I want to make the prospect feel, look into my eyes and see my intention, see my energy. If they can't see my eyes directly, they don't see my intention and they don't see my energy. Okay, so I want them to be seeing my eyes, so my eyes are beaming into the camera. Now what, I need to be looking at them as well, because I want to read their body language. I want to see different words that I use are going to have certain impact. They may be resisting, they may be, are they in, are they out, how are they reacting. So I want to see them, and I've developed the skill of looking into the camera while seeing the screen at the same time. Okay, you got to have that, you got to build that. If you're in a one-on-one situation, physical world, your body comes into play. Your body should be at a higher energy level. That means you need to be moving at that pace. Your voice tone needs to be good. It needs to be solid. You need to be commanding the room. Very, very simple. One of the things I teach my students is, when you welcome somebody on Zoom, it should be larger than life. It should be larger than life. Even if, maybe your neighbors are hearing something and they may feel, oh man, what kind of idiot is living in this house always yelling. It doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. Engagement needs to be bang on, boom. All right, very, very simple. Okay, so eye contact, body language. If you're selling on Zoom, figure out your eyes should be here, but you should be able to read the prospect's body language. Okay, very, very simple. Technically, I ask a lot of questions, so I want to get into their life, and that's really my passion. Okay, I want to see how other people are living their lives. What is it that's making them take decisions in a certain format? If they have some problems, how did they arrive at the problems? What have they done to solve the problem? Why didn't they solve the problem yet? Where is the constraint? I want to know everything. Okay, I want to know everything. That is called engagement. Next, body language, man. Like I mentioned, body language, energy flows from the body. If the body delivers energy, then everything else will work on its own. The mental energy, intellectual energy, spiritual energy, auditory energy, money energy, everything expands. Okay, so just work with your body a lot. Let your body be loose. If you're in a profession, so I come from the medical profession, people don't really talk like I do. Okay, they're not very animated, but do something, man. Do some exercise, take some yoga classes, dance classes, whatever it is. Open up your body a little bit and just get used to being very, very expressive with your body, so that you can command the interaction. Okay, and the body is the easiest way to deliver energy into the frame, and people gravitate towards the person who has the most energy. Very important. Okay, body language. Next you have study. You really need to study about your market. You need to study your competition. You need to study different types of prospects that are there in the market. What is happening in the market to the deepest level? You need to know everything. Okay, so you need to be studying your competition. You need to be, I'm a sales coach. I'm constantly attending other webinars and buying products of other sales coaches. I am looking at, even when I was in the healthcare marketing healthcare marketing industry, I was just studying all my different competitors. In fact, I had great friendships with top distributors of different companies who were competing with my company, because I wanted to know everything that's happening in the marketplace. Everything is there. In fact, a couple of instances, there were people who could not afford my product, so I was able to send them over to my competition. I don't mind that at all. And they were able to make a good sale. We were able to have a great friendship, relationship. Maybe there was some cash exchange and we were able to split the profits, and all of that increased, all for the benefit of the prospect, man. They want my product, it's too expensive. I send them to my next best guy and I say, that's the good guy that's going to be in your pricing range. You'll still get the benefit. Great, amazing. My competition wants to pay me, amazing. Okay, everybody wins. Okay, so study everything that's going on in the market, and don't be closed-minded. Hey, my product is better than their product. No, it doesn't matter. Okay, prospect needs to get what they want with the budget that they can afford, and they need to have the best possible choice. Okay, very simple. Okay, so you are there to understand the wholeness of the market and make sure that you get paid no matter what. Okay, today I teach people, hey man, get paid for your sales call. Before you make the actual sale, please get paid for the time that you're spending for the prospect, so that you can get paid for no matter what. And because I studied the market to such a deep level, even if I tell the prospect, hey, you may not be a good fit for our product, I'm saying no to them, I'm saying no to their business, but I still got paid. Okay, that helps me deliver a fair, unbiased advice to my prospect. So I'm not really waiting for them to buy my service or my product so that I can make money. I charge for my time, and that helps me deliver the maximum value to the prospect. And why do I charge this time money, and why do prospects pay me? Simply because I studied more than all of my competition put together. Very, very important. Okay. Next, ask lots and lots of questions, man. Ask lots and lots of questions. A lot of salespeople in the marketplace have been told, hey, sales is about providing service. Sales is service. No, sales is not service, man. When you say sales is service, prospect is asking all the questions, you're giving the answers, after which they say, okay, thank you so much for your time, bye-bye. There is no service delivered. You just wasted your time and their time, and you left them more confused than they are, or than they came with. So you gotta ask questions to come to the root of what exactly is the problem, what exactly is the constraint, what is the problem that they say is the problem. Is that really the problem, or is there something deeper inside that they're not telling you? And you're gonna uncover all of that by asking lots of questions. Will prospects be uncomfortable? Absolutely. Okay. Are prospects uncomfortable taking their clothes off in front of a doctor? Absolutely. Does the doctor make them take off their clothes nonetheless? Absolutely. There is no other way to provide service. Okay. And ask lots of questions and figure out how to make it less intrusive, make the prospects comfortable with it. But you're going to be the one asking all the questions and getting the answers. Even more important than asking the questions is making sure you get the answers. All right. Let's go to the next point. Point number 8. Storytelling. Very, very important. Storytelling. People don't buy products. People buy a better version of themselves. So whether it is your story needs to be very strong. See, I told you my story, medical doctor turned sales professional. What is the reason I came into sales, etc., etc. My story is strong. Similarly, I have other stories that I tell my prospects because it helps them connect with what could be a better version of themselves. Okay, definitely if they work with me, they get to buy my product, my service. Otherwise not, no problem. I still let them know, man, you're a champion in my mind. You've come this far. Not to worry if we can't work together. In my mind, you're a champion. Please stay on the course. Don't let other people steal your dreams. And I wish you all the best, man. My best wishes are going to be with you. Okay, and I tell them a couple of stories that keep them going. Storytelling is what has kept mankind together. Okay, storytelling is what has kept mankind together. Become a good storyteller. Starting with your own story, that is the most important story. Okay, so there you have it, 8 deadly skills of a master closer. Which one of these do you like the best? Please let me know. And hey, by the way, if you're interested, please go ahead and check out my book. It's on Amazon. It's called Nil Negotiation Selling, and it talks a lot about the different psychological aspects and how you can be a total killer in the sales profession. Okay, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye bye.